Okay, so if you're watching this, you're probably interested in selling AI services to business owners, and you are in the right place because it's an absolute goldmine right now. Like, there's so many different AI solutions that you could be selling, it can be quite confusing. So, what I wanted to do in this video was to literally just give you about 3 AI services that are very hot right now in terms of demand, and there's not much people supplying it. So, yeah, make sure you watch all the way through because you'll be able to decide which one you actually want to use at the end. And your offer is kind of the forefront of literally everything else. So it will make appointment setting easy. Obviously, that appointment setting will lead into sales, in which you'll present your offer to the prospect, and if it's a good offer, they'll buy. And what people don't tell you is that your offer also leads into fulfillment and lifetime value. So I believe that anyone can make $10,000 per month. However, not many people can stay at $10,000 per month consistently or increase it every month. I've had it before where I had a bad offer and I started and I scaled it and it just crumbled basically because I didn't have the offer dialed in. So that's really what I wanted to give you in this video, was just amazing offers that people actually need. So yeah, you can either make your life very easy by watching this video or very hard by just instant gratification, going on to the next YouTube video and just not actually focusing. So I've got the data. I know what business owners actually want, and I'm going to tell you right now. So I'll give you offer mechanisms, pricing, and everything. So yeah, make sure you stick to the end. So the first one is going to be one that you probably haven't thought of before, and it is a churn agency. And more importantly, where you're placing churn infrastructure into businesses. So what is more important than getting customers or clients is actually keeping them. It is quite literally about 5 times more expensive to get a new customer compared to just retaining the client you already have. So this is just as valuable as appointment setting or ads or editing. And if everyone is doing these things here, like copywriting, editing, appointment setting, like all these things that I get pitched on every single day, no one is pitching me for retention. And business owners know how important this is, especially those that don't have it fully dialed in. So it's equally as important, if not more important, and trust me, business owners will see the value in this. And what I've done is I've created a 1-sentence offer formula for you guys. So pink is your niche, yellow is quantifiable outcome, green is time frame, orange is risk reversal. So what you're doing is when you build an offer, you need to be able to explain it in a single sentence. Now, the reason you do this is 1, because it gives you clarity, and 2, because it simplifies everything for the prospect. So they know exactly what you're doing, but you're not giving them too much information to the point where they have to think too much or they get confused. So, for example, you've got I partner with gyms, so you would place your niche here, if whatever niche you're in, to reduce churn by 25%. That is a quantifiable outcome. And if you have all of these 4 things, then the problem is not your offer, assuming that you're saving them time, convenience, or its performance, increasing their revenue. And if you can do what I explain here, the problem will not be your offer. It will be the fact that you're not presenting your offer in front of many people day to day. So, green is time frame and orange is risk reversal. So this would be a good offer. I partner with gyms to reduce churn by 25% in 45 days by utilizing AI. And if we don't meet this, you'll get a full refund. Plus you can actually keep the systems. If you were to go into a gym and present that to the business owner, they would 100% work with you. So that is like one sentence offer. And the second one is we install our 3-step AI churn reduction system into SaaS companies so their churn will be under 10% in 60 days, or you keep the system for free. So once again, we're following the exact same formula of where we have our niche, we have our quantifiable outcome, we have our time frame, and we have risk reversal. Humans hate risk, and you should probably learn the 25 cognitive biases so you can tailor your offer towards why human takes actions or don't take actions. So you can mold this to whatever niche you're in, and this is just the first offer I'm giving you guys. And trust me, it's a really good one. Like, if you're not many people, like, I don't know, I've never been pitched this before, but it is something that I would probably need and other business owners would need as well, because keeping clients is just the easiest way to scale, basically. And there's no point running ads or doing any like top of funnel, like traffic generating activity, like content or anything, if the thing you're selling is just gonna like churn clients hard. Now picture this, right? Imagine you've got like a bucket, and let's say like ads, or let's say traffic, right? So lead flow is water. Imagine you've got holes in your bucket. You can put water in, but it's all going to come back out. Whereas if you've got a good churn system and you can place like this, which I'm going to explain in a second, into businesses, then what's going to happen is it's going to like reduce the holes, or there's going to be no holes. So then it can make everything easier and they can scale. So essentially, what this looks like is if we go here, I've actually built you an example of this to help you visually understand what I'm trying to get you guys to do. So, for example, right, let's say you're working with a gym. Maybe a member cancels from their gym. It happens all the time. It doesn't have to be gyms. This can be for any business. You can get creative. And then what would happen is you would set up an auto trigger that whenever a member cancels, it's going to connect to Zapier, make.com, or another webhook, and it's going to put them onto an AI SMS drip, so like an AI customer support, and an email drip to try to get them back onto a membership. And usually what happens, right, is members cancel and they stay until the end of their billing cycle. So what I mean by that is, let's say you go to a gym and you sign up on the 1st of May, and then you cancel on the 20th of May. You will still get like 11 days until the 1st of June because you paid for that month. So my point is that you have some time in between when they cancel and when they churn. And in that time, it's going to be like an auto trigger that puts them onto a drip campaign to try to get them to not churn and reactivate their membership. So hopefully that makes sense. And you want to incentivize them staying another month or 2 months. It could be, let's say you're working with gyms, you could give the member that churns a nutrition plan, or a 90-day, I don't know, whatever. It's your thing, but I'm just giving you ideas into actual valuable services that people need. And then they join back the gym and the gym owner is happy. And that should be with 2 L's. I don't know why it's spelt like that, but the best part is this is fully productized, meaning that you can plug and play this into businesses, and it's not that time consuming for yourself, which means it is scalable and you can scale past 5 figures a month. Whereas like most ads agencies churn at 50%, meaning that if you run ads for gyms, if you're a beginner and you're not very good at media buying, then you would basically lose a client every other month. That's how it works. That's an actual statistic. Whereas this, you can basically set up the auto trigger, and then all you need to do is just put in their like custom values and their business information, and you can basically just copy and paste it. And that is what I mean by infrastructure. You're basically creating systems, and then you're placing those systems, that structure, into other businesses, and it's a rinse and repeat process, very scalable and very valuable. So that is one example. And bear in mind, right, you could use this as a downsell. So you don't have to have this as your main offer. You could downsell this. Let's say ads is your main service. You could have this in the downsell, or you could include it in your main offer to reduce churn yourself. So that's the first one. Let's talk about the second one. And this one is one you've heard of before. You've heard me talk about an AI sales agency. However, do not click off the video because you probably don't understand this, and it's slightly different to what I've talked about in the past. Now, let's say you're working with an online business. It doesn't matter how many followers they have or how many views they get. Ideally, they're getting some lead flow, but I know personal trainers and coaches and creators who have tens of thousands of followers online, and they can't even make 10 grand a month. Whereas I've literally got, I think, 1,000 followers on Instagram. You can check it out. My Instagram will be in the description, right? And I'm able to make a lot more than that because I understand how to optimize for conversations. And conversions. That should be conversations which equal conversions. And I know how to collect data. So that is really important. And most people, they don't understand how to do this. So this would allow creators, coaches, whoever your niche is, to add an extra 5 to 25k to their monthly recurring revenue if you set them up with a funnel similar to this. Now, let's take a look at this because it's a pretty cool one. So essentially, you've got a free lead magnet. If you don't know what a lead magnet is, essentially, let's say I offer you, I mean, you can check it out. I'll have one in the description. You can check out my free course. That is a lead magnet. The whole point of that is to provide extra value to you guys. So if you like this content, you would probably go into the description, you would find my free course, and you would go through that. And it's just providing extra value, and then you collect information in which you can provide value and a call to action in your email or SMS saying to buy your paid thing. That is a free lead magnet. And most personal trainers or fitness coaches don't have this, and they're missing out on an easy 5 to 20 inbound leads per day, and probably like 3 to 5 meetings per day. Yeah, so it's just the easiest way to increase MRR for online creators. So how it works is there's 3 things that you would optimize for. So once you've created their free lead magnet, you could create a landing page for them. You would have first name, email, phone number. They put in their details, and then your client's audience gets the free asset via their email or via text message. And then once you've done that, then their audience is going to ask for the free lead magnet, in which an auto trigger sends the free asset onto gets the lead onto a landing page to collect their info, and then it puts them into a workflow with an AI setter on SMS and an email daily drip campaign. Another way is, let's say your personal trainer, whoever you're working with, this will work for any online business pretty much. And there's B2B basically, actually no, B2C mainly. And then let's say your client gets a new follower on Instagram. You could have a ManyChat automation, which is a software on how you would do this. ManyChat, Go High Level, there's quite a few, voice flow. But once again, this video is just teaching you offers and what I would provide as a service if I had to start again. So then what would happen is every time your client gets a new follower, an AI setter on the channel would essentially carry out a conversation, ask the lead qualifying questions, and then book them in for an appointment. And this is what we're selling. We're selling the fact that we're going to get them more appointments, not necessarily the fact that we're selling AI. But you can leverage trends to make a lot of money. So that's why AI is good. But then once again, let's say you give the free asset in the DMs, so you send them the link to the landing page where they can put in their info. Then you've still got the AI setter that's here carrying out the conversation to book them in for an appointment. Same whenever the client gets a new like or comment, or just anyone engages with their profile, that it's going to do the same thing. An AI setter is going to be in their DMs carrying out conversations with qualifying questions and books them onto an appointment. And in terms of 1-sentence offers for this, once again, we follow the exact same formula, and I highly suggest you write this out on a Google Doc or on a notepad right now, just so you have clarity and your clients will have clarity. So one example could be, I partner with online coaches to increase monthly revenue by 6K in 30 days by utilizing our AI attraction funnel with no paid ads, no content, or cold outreach. If we don't meet this, you can get a full refund plus keep the system for free. That is a very attractive offer. Trust me, I'm giving you the source. So another one is we install our AI growth funnel into fitness trainers or online fitness coaches, so you can exceed $15,000 per month in 60 days, or you keep the system free of charge. Very powerful. You want to have the niche, you want to have the quantifiable outcome, you want to have the time frame, and you want to have risk reversal, and you want to make it not like anyone else's. So most people would not have heard this offer or the churn offer, or you can do both of these if you want. You could build this, and this is one that you would charge like $5,000 for, $10,000 for, because it's actual like infrastructure. So if we take a step back, the final one is just going to be AI calling agents, which I've made a video on the past, so it'll be up here, or I'll put it at the end of the video that you can watch that. But having an SDR, so for those that don't know what an SDR is a sales development rep. Now, the goal of a SDR is to push a lead towards the end of the pipeline. So a pipeline is the start of the lead's journey. So let's say how you come across me, you're right at the beginning of the pipeline, and it's just the customer's buying journey basically. So you have an AI caller to push the leads through towards the end of the pipeline, which is a booked call, and then they close basically, or you've got a closer. And it's 24/7, whereas humans, they are lazy. So yeah, having an SDR that is a 24/7 killer AI caller that doesn't sleep and will outperform lazy Joe who doesn't do the dials. So I didn't have time to create the offer thing for here, but you would basically just plug and play your niche, quantifiable outcome, and then yeah, things like this. So hopefully you found this valuable. This offer here combines convenience because it saves the client time and money because they don't have to pay like an actual AI, like a human caller, which is expensive, and it will increase their revenue because speed to lead is dialed in. And speed to lead is how quickly you call the lead once they opt in for, I don't know, a training or a webinar or whatever. And that has a huge role when it comes to appointment setting and increasing the amount of appointments you or your client gets. So hopefully you found this video valuable. If you want like this AI caller or you want like AI setters, then I've put everything into my school community. It's by far the best community in the world, in my opinion. Maybe I'm biased, I don't know, but that will be in the description. If you don't want to check that out, that's totally cool. Just drop a like, subscribe, comment whatever videos you want next, because I'm always down to do what you suggest, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care and have a wonderful day.